Okay, so today I've got a couple of little videos for you. I'm just going to blog on what I'm doing with the car. The other day I nicely routed a USB power lead so I could just plug my sat nav in down here with the cable all nice and neatly tucked away behind the fascia and the stereo and everything. 2 days later, you know, sod's fucking law, the cable or the power adapter has stopped working. So I've got another power adapter down there that works with the GPS, but I'm just going to remove this cable and put everything back to stock. But what I wanted to show you was the easiest way to remove this this piece of trim that gives you access to everything behind the stereo. So there are 2 screws here where people say, oh, you've got to remove these 2 screws to get to the panel. Right, you don't. What you do is you lift this up, right, very slightly like that. What that allows you to do is remove this middle piece of plastic here and rotate it. Right, so my seat is not in the right position for this. So you can rotate the cover that's around the gear stick like that, then pull it like this, and this gives you access down here. Right, the next thing to do is to the next thing to do is, the last time I did this I had a sponge or you know, a piece of plastic to go down the side of the trim. But let's just see if we can do this. And you just tug on these here. So there are 2 clips on this side. There are 2 clips on this side. Don't want to break the trim. I'm doing this on camera. Just give it a gentle little. Oh, actually, let's get rid of that. Right. So there are also 2 clips at the top here, which can be a little bit tough to pull out. You see now that I've got those 2 clips out. It's also come out this side. And if we just wiggle this a little bit more. Yeah, the whole of the fascia will pop out. Then there are some connectors here, which I don't need to disconnect, but if you squeeze them, this one, squeeze here, this one, squeeze here, this one, they all pop off the back. I was actually thinking about being clever and running the power supply off the back of the lighter socket, which I didn't get round to doing because, number 1, I didn't want to cut the cables, and number 2, if I could just route the cable behind the stereo and the centre console. So I'm just going to feed this cable back. So what I realised is I fed it in the other way around because this USB lead fits perfectly through that little gap down there. Right, okay, so here we go. I didn't need to remove those screws, but those are the screws that will give you access to the AC controls and this part of the dash that holds the stereo in that I was farting about with the other day. This stereo was sitting 5mm, just 5mm too far forwards, which meant that the actual surround wasn't sitting flush on the dash, and it was driving me bonkers. So I put the stereo back 5mm the other day, and now it fits perfectly. So what I'm going to do now is just put all these screws back in. I'll do that off camera. Okay, so I've replaced this screw, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, which has put everything back into the dash. Also, at some point in the future, in here there is a light that I don't have a spare for that needs replacing, so that's on the list of small jobs to do. Now what I'm going to do is replace the dash trim, and that's as easy as just putting it in, lining it up, go with these top two first, then the sides, like that, and everything is sitting in there quite nicely. Right, and same with this, just spin it around with it down at the bottom, like that, there, and then lift the grey piece of trim up over the top, spin it round, and again this just clips into place like that. So there we go, that's how to remove this piece of trim. This trim, right, when I did it the first time, these two side pieces came out nice and easy. These two here, right, there are two here, there's one here and one here, were really awkward. They were stuck in there, so I'm presuming this hadn't been removed for a long time. Just be really careful, because when you're pulling on this, you're going to break it somewhere, you're going to snap it, and I'm getting a replacement for this would be a right pain in the backside, or just like, you know, trying to get parts for some things are really annoying, especially when it's something you have to look at every single day. So be careful with that trim. It was a bit tricky to remove. And there we go, there is the center console back to its OG status. Next job is these switches here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these switches out and replace the bulbs inside of them. It's been about 2 years since I did the cruise control, but since I did the cruise control, I've noticed that some of the other switches in here are also the lights have gone in them. So watch the next video if you want to see me refurbish these.